Welcome to See the Stories. It is our signature segment on the 3 Hour News Show, the final hour of today's 3 Hour News Show. Now, before we jump into our discussion today, we do have a special guest here. Hans, what is your ultimate dream country to travel to?
Oh, dream country. Of course, I have many countries that I want to visit, but say for now, Iran is probably one of my dream favorites.
Yeah, it
It
is.
looks so pretty.
But it's currently a red zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Travel.
Well, to be sure, let's ask our
Yes.
guests later.
So for some people, traveling requires a lot of money, but you know what? You can get paid to travel the world as well. Let's delve more about this great opportunity with Julius Saputra, aka Joe, who will share his experiences on how to get paid by travel. So working as a tour leader, so you have to work, of course, you want to get paid. Nothing in this world is for free. Julius, Joe, thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
So, I mean, can you tell us the story behind, your current profession? How did you get into tour leading? And it is true that you get to travel the world. How many countries have you seen in this job?
I would say it's between 60 and 80, but I don't really count how many countries I've been before. So, yeah, some
60 to 80.
yes.
Okay, let's not talk you and I. No, I hate you. I hate you.
Wow. So the question is, have you traveled to all these 60 to 80 countries before you became a tour leader? Or
Oh, no.
was this all the opportunity that came because you became a tour leader?
All of them.
Wow.
I've never been abroad paying by myself. Practically, yeah. I was paid to go to that.
So how did it start? How did you choose
It's
working as a tour leader?
It's some kind of accident actually. When I graduated from high school, I couldn't find any university that suit my passion. So I was thinking about going to one institute in Bandung, famous for their tourism school.
And hi.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
And I got accepted there, and then and the rest is history. So when I graduated, I work in travel agents in Jakarta, and most of the travel agents in Jakarta, they do outbound tour, which is bringing a group of Indonesian tourists abroad. So from that time, I started my journey as a tour leader.
So how long has it been?
This is my 24th year as a tour leader.
Wow, he's been traveling.
It's still
the world for
considered as
24
junior.
years. I think we need to reconsider our job.
My tummy hurts.
So, what are the primary responsibilities of a tour leader? If you could explain.
Basically, you are the leader of the group traveling abroad. When we talk about having a trip to Europe, for example, you are on your own. I mean, by the time you arrive in the airports, you are on your own. You need to find where your bus driver. You need to find the bus. You need to do everything by yourself. Nobody will help you.
That's true.
That's the interesting part of this job, because you decide what to do, where to visit, and all of it. So
So you designed the itinerary.
not the design, but it's already been prepared by the travel
company,
agents.
yeah.
I just need to execute this trip, but on the road, many things can happen. So you need to compromise with lots of things. For example, the weather, force majeure, stuff like that. So
No rice, no
Yes.
sambal.
that's part of the job as well.
As a tour leader, do you bring the rice cooker, or do they have to bring their own rice?
Not that extreme, but sometimes I bring chili sauce, stuff like that. Because Indonesian people sometimes
They cannot eat without it, right?
Yes.
It's so
quite
sad.
difficult to accommodate what they want to eat. So chili sauce might be very helpful on the road. Yeah.
Well, for all we know, being a tour leader, as well as you have the responsibility to actually take care of the flock, there might be a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges as well. What was the most challenging tour member that you've ever deal with?
Are we spilling the tea?
Yeah, probably. Without mentioning any names.
No, the event, why was this person very, very challenging? Or the experience, why was it challenging?
Because we're dealing with human beings, lots of many characters of the humans that we have to deal with. But mostly the most difficult thing is like when people, they don't really pay attention to what you told them. Like by the time we arrive, we need to gather here in 1 hour. And then what you can do here, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, suddenly one person came out, what time are you going to spend here? What time we arrive, we gather here? So I just told you, and you repeat the question. So that kind of tour members that sometimes give me hard times.
Yeah.
But also sometimes, mostly people, they don't really care about what you are telling to them. Like, for example, general information, history, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't really pay attention to that. So sometimes you feel like you're doing this for nothing, actually.
Well, it's a good thing you're doing it for nothing.
This is actually, we hear it firsthand from a tour leader.
Yeah. So, well, you know what? You know, Hans is just as the most difficult kind of person to handle. But what was the most difficult country?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, you've mentioned it before. Indonesians come with its own sets of challenges. Sambal, the rice, because some literally don't want to eat if they don't have rice.
Yeah.
Some cannot eat or doesn't taste good food when they don't have sambal or chili or anything. But what countries are for you the most challenging to bring Indonesian, Indonesian groups with?
These days, when it comes to food, I would say Turkey.
Wait,
Turkey?
why?
Because
It's halal.
I know, but their food's quite challenging for Indonesian people.
Because it might be bland for
Wait. How is it challenging? Because I love Turkish food.
Yeah, their food is quite similar. Like you almost got kebabs every day.
Oh, so monotone.
Kebabs,
It's monotone.
Yes.
Monotonous, not so
Yes,
many
and then-
variety. Like we Indonesians love our spices. We have
Yeah.
That's in terms of food, but
So they got bored of the food.
yes, you need to bring additional food from Indonesia.
True.
Yeah,
True.
to survive the trip, like say 10
Now
or
that
12
I agree.
days.
That I agree because I spent like 10 days in Turkey and I found myself like on the 5th day I got bored of the food. So that's why I had to find.
That's in terms of food, but the country itself is very beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
yeah.
But also,
The
let's say
people are nice as well.
non-food,
non-food, the
Non-food.
people, terrain, cultures.
terrain.
These days, most of the countries, they are welcoming tourists. So I would say all of the countries, there are no difficulties. But if you ask what country is more difficult, I would say during 2013 or 2014, I would say Egypt.
Oh.
Because in Egypt, when we do trip there, we have to go from Cairo to Sinai.
Yeah.
We need to make a detour because of the safety reason.
Because of the red zone.
So when our bus need to go to Sinai, they need to be guarded by military convoy
I see.
because of safety. And also in our bus, there will be one security guard with machine guns traveling with us. So that's kind of scary.
On board.
Yes.
Like I don't know. I might sound crazy, but I've always wanted to go through that.
But nowadays, it's already much better than that.
You mentioned something that was really interesting because I had a. Is time an issue often? Because there are certain countries where you can't overbook, like transportation and like things like that. And I know that Indonesians aren't the best with time.
Now this is situational. I mean, it happens on that day, and you as a tour leader,
What would you have to do?
We have to get like good time management skills. We have to know when this difficulty might come. We need to anticipate.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes on the road you get troubles, sometimes you get problems, but yeah, experience matters for me. So when you've been to this place, you know what to do, you know what to anticipate in terms of times. But sometimes also with Indonesian tourists, yeah, sometimes they late like 10 or 5 minutes, sometimes 1 hour when it comes to...
Wait, 1 hour, that's not sometimes.
That's normal.
when
Is that normal?
when it comes to government officials.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's stop there.
Stop there.
No,
Yeah.
but what other skills do you think are very important to be a successful tour leader?
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Yeah, exactly.
I only speak English actually. Sometimes a little bit Italians because in Europe, most of the drivers they are Italians. So you need basic Italians to do things like times, when to drop off, when to drop.
Pronto,
pick up.
pronto.
See. Good gestures for Italians, like when they do this they don't like, and they do this they don't care. Something like that you need to understand. But yeah, I only speak English, and so far I survive.
But also, what Kai was asking as well, is there any particular skills or particular quality?
Other than time management.
Other than time management.
You need to have a good knowledge of history, because you need to tell the tourists, basically the history of the place. You need to have a good interpersonal communication skills. You need to communicate well with your tourists. Otherwise, you will get complaints. Once you get complaints, your career is done. Because once you get complaints, the travel agent won't hire you anymore. So practically your career is done. So we need 0 complaints every trip.
Okay.
0 complaints. So also you need to know basic ticketing, because when something happens with airlines reservations, you know what to do. Also, you need to have a good public speaking skills, because you're going to speak in front of people. Stuff like that. So, yeah. On the top of that, you need a lot of patience.
Now, the last one might be the thing that I have to train myself in.
Yeah, we don't mature to it.
But, okay, so we were talking about how the itinerary was being made by the company itself, but also how about the destinations? So does the company also set that for you, or let's say you want to suggest another destination or something like that?
There are 2 types of tours. First, there are tour series. Tour series already been made by travel agents. It's a ready-made tour. Second, there's a tailor-made tour. It depends on the clients. When the clients want to go certain places, then you need to create the itineraries. You need to suggest for them, from here you can go to this place, that, what to see, what to do, stuff like that. Mostly tour leaders, they know because they've been to these places, so they can suggest itineraries. But generally, travel agents will create the itineraries, and we as a tour leader, we just execute the tour.
So are you now an independent tour leader?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so tour leaders can be independent, like freelance?
There are 2 types also for tour leaders. First of all, there are in-house tour leaders, which is they work for travel agents.
Yeah.
They travel regularly because...
Exclusively for the travel agent?
Yes, because they get paid from travel agent. They got monthly salary. Not much. But secondly, you have freelance tour leader. Freelance tour leader, they don't attach to one travel agent. They can have job from any other travel agents. When the time is matched with their schedules, then they can go. So me, myself, I'm a freelance tour leader right now. So I've been freelance tour leader for like 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, so yeah.
Ooh, I smell competition here. Okay, let's talk more about that, because I have more questions to be asked to Joe at the moment. And I guess we are going on a break.
Are we?
We are, because See Those Stories will continue after the break.
Yes.
With Joe. Do not go anywhere.